Hi, today I want to discuss the easiest way to make your papers strike the right academic tone. A lot of students focus on slang and informal language, and yes, that is important. You do not want to use expletives. You do not want to use any kind of slang. College writing, academic writing is a formal style. So, above all else, you want to maintain a formal tone. However, the most common mistake in academic style that I see students making is actually quite simple, and it involves using first person or second person and using contractions. Keep in mind that contractions and the use of second person in particular is considered informal. Now, contractions, this is when you take two words, for example, cannot and say can't, or is not and say isn't, right? You do not use contractions in academic writing. And you do not use second person unless you are giving instructions or writing a letter to somebody. And when you're writing an essay or a paragraph in college, you're not writing a letter typically, and you're not typically giving instructions to the reader. You're discussing a topic. Since the topic is not you and it is not the reader, you do not use second person, and you will typically avoid first person. We do not use I, me, we, us, or our unless we are the topic that we are being asked to discuss. So, the two tips I want to give you: avoid first person, avoid second person, and avoid contractions. I don't know if that's two tips or three tips, but there you go. The easiest way to strike the right academic style. Here I have a sample student paper. This is actually a student paper, the first paragraph, that I modified and took away identifying information to show you what I mean. Now, if I see here, friendship is quite a unique thing in our lives. I would take away in our lives, and what is the solution? In people's lives. Friendship is quite a unique thing in people's lives. I do have to mention that this is quite wordy. We could actually make this very simple, fewer words, and easier for the reader to understand. Friendship is unique in people's lives. And then we don't want to say we, so let's get rid of all these. Say they get a chance to witness some of their lifelong friends, companions, while others may be in their life for a short amount of time. However, because of their connection, now there's other things that we can fix in this, and I will try to correct some of these right now to give you an idea. Okay, but the main thing I hope you'll notice that I'm changing all the first person pronouns, all the we's and ours, to third person, to they, them, their. Throughout the course of the novel Sula by Toni Morrison, keep in mind novel titles get underlined, and if it's an article, you can italicize it. I believe the rule now is you can italicize or underline a novel title. Okay, I'm going to stick with the old-fashioned way for novels. And we don't see changes amongst multiple characters, but readers do. Readers see changes amongst multiple characters. There needs to be a period here. Their development throughout the story has led them to grow as their own individuals and led them to grow as they're going to be their own. We don't need to say the individuals. Then again, for Nell and Sula, readers not only witness these two lifelong companions somewhat rocky. Notice I'm using Grammarly. It tells me to fix it to somewhat rocky friendship. And this has to be possessive. Companions, somewhat rocky friendship. You'll notice Grammarly kicks in for me, right? And here's the last thing I want to talk about: contractions. It wasn't. You notice here the editor score is telling me 71. If I check for formal writing, I'll let the computer tell you, but check for formal writing. Sorry. Formality here, and it tells me to change wasn't to was not. Remember what I mentioned at the start of the video. Do not use contractions. Now, if you read this, there are improvements we can make in this, but we have greatly improved this introductory paragraph by simply eliminating contractions and eliminating first and second person pronouns. There weren't any second person pronouns, no you. Okay. I hope this helps. Keep in mind that you always want to do this on your college writing assignments. You want to avoid non-academic style by avoiding first person, avoiding second person, and avoiding contractions. I think it'll be pretty easy for you to avoid slang after that. I hope you find this helpful. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.